It's time for Kimmerer Lady Rangers Volleyball. The 2013 state champions are back and ready to defend their title. Listen and watch live to Lady Rangers Volleyball right here on mylocalradio.net all season long. Presented to you by Monsanto, Old West Design, Western Wyoming Community College, and Old West Media, Inc. Now, let's send it out to the voice of the Kimmerer Lady Rangers, Adam Jacksa, as KHS Volleyball starts right now.
And we are live as we welcome you in the Kimmerer Rangers taking on the Lovell Lady Bulldogs for the championship here at Lovell Varsity High School. It has finally come. We had a couple of games that were in between, and they have moved the courts, as you can see. They moved the two courts and are playing on the main floor for the championship game. They also did that for the third place game, so it's going to be a fun atmosphere as Lovell, of course, already defeated Kimmerer in 2 sets yesterday, so this is a rematch of these two teams, and we'll see if Kimmerer can come out on top today. We're going to have the coaches pregame talk with you coming up in just a little bit. We're about 6.5 minutes out from the start of this championship game, best of 3 series, as Kimmerer and Lovell are competing to try and take home this Bighorn County Volleyball Tournament. And we'll see if the Lady Rangers can do that. You're listening to Kimmerer Volleyball on mylocalradio.net.
There's an organization in southeast Idaho whose wildlife conservation efforts have been commended by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and the North American Moose Foundation. It's Monsanto. While Monsanto is honored by the recognition they receive, their ongoing dedication to the environment is its own.
And we are live as we welcome you in the Kimmerer Rangers taking on the Lovell Lady Bulldogs for the championship here at Lovell Varsity High School. It has finally come. We had a
Welcome back to the Lady Rangers pregame show. Now joining me, the head coach of your Kimmerer Lady Rangers, Blake Peterson. And Coach, you guys have done a pretty solid job winning both matches today. What are your thoughts on your team's play through the first 2 matches?
Well, I think it's a continuation of what happened yesterday. We, from match 1 through match 5 we've played now, we've continually gotten better, and the girls were excited to play this morning, and they came out and they did a pretty good job. I think I was talking with you a few minutes ago. We need to do a better job of making bigger runs ourselves and stopping the other team from making those big runs, but momentum is a funny thing here in volleyball. But overall, I've been pleased with the way the girls have fought back, especially towards the end of the game when they could give up, if we're behind, but they keep fighting through to win, or when we were ahead and the other team's making a run, at the end they stayed tough and they finished it off. So I was pretty excited about that.
You talk about fighting back. Let's talk about that first match earlier today. Rocky Mountain, you guys win the first set pretty handily, 25-13, but then you're down most of that second set, and you come back, pull out the win, 26-24. Talk about that game in particular.
Well, I've had a lot of thoughts about that. Coming up to this tournament, I didn't want things to be easy for us. There's some teams that are better than others, obviously, but I want us to struggle because I think through struggle, that's how we kind of refine ourselves. So in the heat of the moment, I want to be winning every time, but it's good to see them, struggle, maybe have some communication lapses, some rotation errors, things like that. And it's good for them to come together even through that, despite that, and have some success with that. And I think that's how we really grow. I think that's how we'll continue to make progress with the year, is really making sure that no matter what happens, we compete every play, we compete as a team, we're there for the team. And I think they've been doing a pretty good job of that.
Going from yesterday to today, has anything stuck out that you've seen your team improve on? I know it's only been 1 day, but you guys have already played 2 matches today. Has anything stuck out in your mind?
Yeah, their confidence for sure has increased, I think. But more than that, I think it's a long season, but we're a little bit more sharp today than we were yesterday. In all our movements and our techniques and our fundamentals and our rotations, we're a little bit more sharp. We can definitely get better, but I think they are definitely refining it. They're getting used to each other. As far as who plays where on the court, we're a young team, but I've been impressed with their hard work and their focus as far as getting better on those little things, those fundamentals. So.
We're talking to head coach of the Kemmerer Lady Rangers, Blake Peterson, as his team gets set to take on Lovell for this Bighorn County Tournament Championship. And you told me at the beginning of the season you guys lost 5 seniors from last year's team, young team coming in. How impressed have you been with how they played early on? I mean, you guys have only lost that one match to Lovell. Have you been impressed really with your team's play early on?
Overall, yeah, it's definitely a mixed bag. And as a coach, sometimes it's hard to satisfy me a little bit, and I can always find little things here and there. But overall, I'm looking forward to the season and the goals we have set for the season. I have been impressed with where we were to where we are now.
Let's talk about Lovell. Again, as I just said, that was our only loss. What do you think you guys have to do as a team to come out and win this championship today?
We just have to have intensity. I think the confidence is there now. I think we just have to have intensity each and every play, whether we're up or down, whether we win the rally or lose the rally. We've got to be able to reset each rally, each play, and really reset and have that intensity. And it's not perfect yet, but I think we're getting closer to that, and we'll just see what happens.
Coach Blake Peterson, thanks for joining us, and good luck in that final match today.
Thank you, Adam.
First impressions matter. When you want to stand out, uniquely brand your business, organization, or team with help from Old West Design inside My Favorite Things at 164 Front Street. Create a professional image with uniforms, golf shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, decals, keychains, koozies, coffee mugs, and more. Manager Natalie Willie Lively and Old West Design help winners dress for success. Inside My Favorite Things, Old West Design, 164 Front Street, Evanston.
Western Wyoming Community College is your choice for quality, affordable higher education in southwestern Wyoming and the Rocky Mountain West. Western offers more than 60 associate's degrees and 26 certificate programs in business, health science, humanities, math, engineering and science, visual and performing arts, and technology and industry. Wherever you are and whatever your goal, Western Wyoming Community College is your choice for education that makes a difference. Because we are where you are.
There's an organization in southeast Idaho whose wildlife conservation efforts have been commended by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and the North American Moose Foundation. Who is this organization? It's Monsanto. While Monsanto is honored by the recognition they receive, Their ongoing dedication to the environment is its own reward for all of us. Monsanto. Imagine.
And we're back here at Lovell Varsity High School. The Kemmerer Lady Rangers taking on the Lovell Lady Bulldogs, and a lot of fans in attendance for both Lovell and for Kemmerer, but mostly Lovell again, as we are playing in the Lovell gym. And the starting lineups being announced right now. Michaela Krall along with Alexis Julian. Grace Gregory also starting for your Lady Rangers. Rexana Kelly, she comes across wearing number 12. Hannah Nielsen also, and it'll be rounded out with Morgan McLaren, the 6 starters for your Lady Rangers, and then we'll get the starters for the Lovell Lady Bulldogs as well. Again, this is the championship match of the North Bighorn County Volleyball Tournament. And now Lovell being announced. Michael Nichols, Lauren Hinckley as well, 5 and 6 for the Lovell Bulldogs. Shaylee MacArthur also starting for Lovell. Shari MacArthur, her sister, will also start. Emily Reich, number 14, she gave Kemmerer a lot of problems when they played in yesterday's match. And finally, Savannah Savage. Stormy Jameson is in her 5th year as the Lovell head coach, while Blake Peterson also in his 5th year as the Kemmerer head coach. And this is set to be hopefully a terrific match between these two teams. Again, if you didn't see yesterday, Lovell took down Kemmerer in straight sets, 25-13, 25-13. That's Kemmerer's only loss. We'll see if the Lady Rangers can come back and win today. I'd like to give a shout out to Horseshoe Bend Motel right downtown on Main Street, 375 Main Street. Contact Joe and Joanne Anderson, 800-548-2850. Very friendly individuals. They allow pets at their motel. It's non-smoking, and they have a beautiful gazebo out front. So make sure you go over and check out Horseshoe Bend Motel. Again, that's 375 East Main Street. And we are ready for volleyball to start the championship match from Lovell Varsity High School. The Lady Bulldogs will serve first. Sherry MacArthur set to serve to our left as we go left to right across, and we are underway in the championship. Ball comes near side. Nielsen has it partially deflected and then tipped at the front of the net, and we've got a point for the Lady Rangers. It looked as if Savannah Savage reached over the net, and Kemmerer gets the first point of this match. Morgan McLaren now back to serve for your Lady Rangers. Jump serve over the net. Goes off the arms of Reich, back over to the Lady Rangers. Now they'll set it up. Near side, and it goes down in front of the net. Michaela Krall unable to get to it. And we're tied at 1. Serve coming from Michael Nichols. Good diving effort. Ball goes across from Brunsky. And now to the far side. Partially blocked, but it's scooped up by McLaren. Pushed across by Krall. Now Lovell will set it up near side, and they just hit it over. Down on a knee is Brunsky, now far wing, and that's going to be too far. Rexana Kelly trying to put it down, and it was far beyond. And again, if you're just joining us, this is new, but it's the yellow outlined kind of tan line for the out-of-bounds line here at the high school. Tapped down, and the point goes over to Lovell. And they're off to a quick start, 3-1 in this opening set. It was the red lines, as again, there were 2 different courts, but now with just these 2 teams left, they play on the main court on the gym. Serve goes across. Julian sets it up for Krall. It's blocked nicely up front, though. Kemmerer will reset back to Krall, and this time she gets it down on the near side off the hands of Michael Nichols. Krall with the kill, and the Lady Rangers within 1. Grace Gregory checks in to block up front. Nielsen back to serve for the Lady Rangers. And she gets a good serve over, but Lovell able to dig it up after it hit the net. Near side, they go back to Krall, deflected, and another kill for Michaela Krall. She's been good all tournament long. And a good answer from the Lady Rangers after a quick 3-1 lead. We're tied back at 3. Hannah Nielsen getting set to serve once again. Puts it in play down that far side, and it looked like a double hit over there on Shaylee MacArthur. So another point for the Lady Rangers. 4-3 early for Kemmerer in the championship game. Nielsen again hits it over to MacArthur. They set up Reese. She was huge in that first match against the Lady Rangers. Ball almost hits the net. And then McLaren sent it too far to the back. Good eye by the Lovell Lady Bulldogs as they let that go. They get the side out and will serve. Subs coming in. Savannah Savage will take a seat as Madison Harper comes in to serve this next ball. 4-4 the score. Just underway in the championship match. Brunski pops it up in the air, and McLaren will just try and hit it over, but she doesn't get enough power out of that. Sends it into the net. Back-to-back points for the Lady Bulldogs, and they lead 5-4. Sent across. McLaren has it. The near side. Back to Krall. Off the arms of Harper. And another kill yet again for Krall. That's her third. Subs again, Alexis Julian going out and Bailey Maggie coming in for the Lady Rangers. We're tied at 5. Kelly with the left-handed serve. Line drive across. Lovell will get it over, but it's out of bounds. Thinking that it might have been tipped, but they're not going to get the call, and Lady Rangers get the point. 6-5. Kemmerer out in front of Lovell. Kelly again, the lefty serve, comes near side, scooped by Harper. And a big kill by Reese. She again was big in the match against the Lady Rangers yesterday. And she gets her first kill of tonight's championship match, and we're tied at 6. Hinckley back to serve for the Bulldogs. Ball comes to the near side. It's picked up by Gregory. And the Lady Rangers just send it over. Set up on that far wing. MacArthur sends it into the net. And a point for Kemmerer. So far, a great match, just back and forth action between these two teams. Final 2 remaining. Krall sends it over. It's set up. And Reese will just send it over. Krall there. Set near side by Pollard. And McLaren sends it too long down that near side. She's trying to find the back corner, but put too much on it. And we're tied back at 7 with Shaylee MacArthur going back to serve for Lovell. Brunski set up to Pollard, and it'll be sent over by Gregory. Far wing, and tapped down. Oh, a great dig over there. And it still falls on Kemmerer's side. Great effort, though, by Abby Brunski. And she went down to keep that ball alive, but the Lady Rangers ultimately couldn't get it over to the other side of the net. And Lovell retakes the lead 8-7. So again, we'll have MacArthur serve. Sends it across, Krall down to dig it up. And sent over, and it's down for the kill. Morgan McLaren put that one in play and gets it to drop. Libero, Abby Brunski back to serve for the Lady Rangers. She's wearing the red. The ball popped up as it was served to the back. Lovell just going to have to get it over. They do. Now comes to the near side. Nielsen tries to pound it home, but she hit the top of the net. May have been partially blocked as well. Nonetheless, though, a point for the Lady Bulldogs. Subs coming in as Savannah Savage checks in for Madison Harper. Reish back to serve. Lofted ball over, taken by McLaren. Be set up by Pollard. Back to McLaren. She just taps it over. Lovell there, though. And they'll send it back across. Almost looked like it might have been long, but it's played by Kral anyways. And then Nielsen hits the top of the net. And can't quite get it over. And the lead now 10-8. Watching live on mylocalradio.net, I'm Adam Jackson. Warren Cook to my left, working the camera. Reish sends it across, and Brunsky gives to Pollard, far side. And that ball won't get over. Bailey Maggie looked like she had to reach out a little bit farther than what she wanted as she tried to just bump it over the net. And we'll get a timeout call by head coach Blake Peterson, so we'll take one as well. 11-8 early, Lovell in front in the championship match here at Lovell Varsity High School. You're listening to Lady Ranger Volleyball on mylocalradio.net.
There's an organization in southeast Idaho whose wildlife conservation efforts have been commended by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and the North American Moose Foundation. Who is this organization? It's Monsanto. While Monsanto is honored by the recognition they receive, their ongoing dedication to the environment is its own reward for all of us. Monsanto. Imagine.
Welcome back to live action at the North Bighorn County Volleyball Tournament, the championship match between the Kemmerer Lady Rangers and the Lovell Lady Bulldogs as the Bulldogs get another point. They've got the lead, 12-8. Again, this is a rematch from last night's games. These two teams played Kemmerer's second game. Lady Rangers lost in 2 sets. They're hoping to win tonight. McLaren sends it over to the back row. MacArthur will set it up. And now near side, going down to get it is Pollard. Bailey sets it up, and McLaren has it blocked, but it goes down. And a point for the Lady Rangers as they try and get the momentum back. Coach Peterson talked about how he wished he could control the momentum, but there's so much that goes back and forth with the amount of points that are won for each team. And really, it's about sustaining the momentum and sustaining those points. Line drive serve that's rocketed over, and McLaren just tries to set it back down on the opposite side, and it goes out of bounds, just missing on the near sideline in front of us. Sherry MacArthur sends it over, and no one there as it was picked up by Brunsky, but then miscommunication by the Lady Rangers. And that ball drops in. Score 13-10. Lovell in front, opening set. And there's a hard serve by Sherry MacArthur, but she just missed long. And now it looks like we're discussing the score up there. 14-11 seems to be correct. Coach Peterson just checking with the activities director here, Joe Koritnik, as he again is running the scoreboard. That's tapped over. Ooh, a great dig though, but it's not going to be able to be kept alive. Really good effort by Hannah Nielsen as she sprawled to the floor, but eventually it came over right in front of the scorer's table, and McLaren ran out of room to go and get it. 5-point lead for Lovell, at least we think. Again, they're checking at the scores table over there, Coach Peterson, and both teams huddling up to make some strategies, talk encouragement. 15-10, Lovell in front. Again, we talked about it earlier. We thought if the Rangers would get to this championship game, we figured they would be playing Lovell, and indeed they are, and that's Not by mistake. That's because Lovell is a very good volleyball team. And there's an ace on the serve as Brunski just couldn't quite handle it. And now the lead has ballooned to 6. 16-10 in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. First to 25, got to win by 2. Best of 3. Brunski down. Scooped up by Julian. She sets it over, and then it's hit across as the kill is put down by the Lady Rangers. And a big point to stop the rally of the Lady Bulldogs. And Nielsen will go back to serve for Kemmerer. Nielsen 3 bounces, eyes it up, and here she goes as she serves it across. And that's an ace for Nielsen, as that ball just kind of died right in the middle. She put it in the perfect spot. And the Lady Rangers within 4. Again, a serve coming from Nielsen. Sends it over, and it's dug up by MacArthur. Set by Sherry MacArthur, and then into the net by Lauren Hinckley. She's just disappointed with herself. 3 straight points for the Lady Rangers, and talk about that momentum. Kemmerer certainly has it right now. Nielsen again to serve. Lofts it over. Down on the knees to save it is Nichols. And then sent across, and that'll be put down. Savannah Savage put it right in the middle of that Kemmerer defense, and they were unable to come up with it. Good effort by the Lady Rangers. The lead back to 4. 17-13. I'm listening to Lady Ranger Volleyball on mylocalradio.net. Madam Jackson, along with my cameraman, Warren Cook. Been here all tournament long. It's been fun to watch. Kelly keeps it alive, then tapped over by Reish. Kelly back to retreat to the left, and then just sent over by Brunski. Good work by the Rangers to get it over. Reish blocked right back in her face, and it drops in. Great job by the Rangers up front. Again, I told you, Reish caused them trouble in the first match, and that was a terrific block right in front. And the Lady Rangers get the point and pull back to within 3. Roxana Kelly will serve it over. Sends it to the back. Dug up by Nichols. And then just bumped over. Now Kemmerer will set it up. Kelly comes down the middle to Gregory, and she puts it down the near sideline off the hands of Harper. And the Rangers are within 2. 17-15. And a timeout called by Stormy Jamison. She wants to talk it over with their team as the Lady Rangers trying to rally. Take a quick break and come back for the finale of this opening set in the championship match between the Lady Rangers and the Lady Bulldogs. Lady Bulldogs in front, 17-15. You're listening to Kemmerer Volleyball on mylocalradio.net.
There's an organization in southeast Idaho whose wildlife conservation efforts have been commended by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and the North American Moose Foundation. Who is this organization? It's Monsanto. While Monsanto is honored by the recognition they receive, their ongoing dedication to the environment is its own reward for all of us. Monsanto. Imagine.
23-16, Kemmerer trailing in this opening set, but they get the point on the near sideline. We apologize, having some video issues, so I'm just going to do the best we can with the audio and hope that the video comes back. But 23-17, Kemmerer trailing. Brunski is back to serve in this championship match. She puts it in play, a line drive over to Harper. Now near to Reese, sends it cross court. It goes off the arm of Brunski and goes back behind the court. And now set point coming up for Lovell. Quick sub as Harper comes out. In comes Savannah Savage. And Reese will put it in play. Set point for Lovell in this first game. Coming near side and a kind roll. It's tipped back over though. Rangers will set it up. Pollard goes far side. Bailey has it blocked and it's down. And Lovell wins the opening set 25-17. They've now won 3 sets against the Lady Rangers, going back to yesterday where they won 2, and they're 1 set away from winning this Bighorn tournament. We'll come back and have a second set for you when we get back. You're listening to Lady Ranger Volleyball on mylocalradio.net.
There's an organization in southeast Idaho whose wildlife conservation efforts have been commended by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and the North American Moose Foundation. Who is this organization? It's Monsanto. While Monsanto is honored by the recognition they receive, their ongoing dedication to the environment is its own reward for all of us. Monsanto. Imagine.
First impressions matter. When you want to stand out, uniquely brand your business, organization, or team with help from Old West Design inside My Favorite Things at 164 Front Street. Create a professional image with uniforms, golf shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, decals, keychains, koozies, coffee mugs, and more. Manager Natalie Willie Lively and Old West Design help winners dress for success. Inside My Favorite Things, Old West Design, 164 Front Street, Evanston.
Western Wyoming Community College is your choice for quality, affordable higher education in southwestern Wyoming and the Rocky Mountain West. Western offers more than 60 associate's degrees and 26 certificate programs in business, health science, humanities, math, engineering and science, visual and performing arts, and technology and industry. Wherever you are and whatever your goal, Western Wyoming Community College is your choice for education that makes a difference. Because we are where you are.
And we're back ready for live action between your Lady Rangers and Lady Bulldogs. Again, we're having some video difficulties, so we'll just give you the audio for the final of this match. The Rangers dropped the first set 25-17, and we're underway. Lady Rangers with the serve and off the arms of Brunski. And it's 1-0 Lovell as they get off to a good start as they did in set 1. They've really been great, and they've got a big crowd on hand watching them in this championship match. About a 6.5 to 7 hour drive for the Lady Rangers to get up here to North Bighorn. Right down the middle, Kelly hits it hard off of Shaylee MacArthur, and it drops on the Lovell side for a Ranger point. And we're tied at 1. McLaren will serve it up for the Rangers as they go left to right now. Switch sides, drop serve on the near sideline. Come back, sets it up, and off the net. Point for the Lady Rangers. Shaylee MacArthur trying to hit it across. And instead sent it into the net. Kemmerer with a 2-1 lead. MacArthur this time from the left. Runs up and jumps, and it's an ace as it falls in front of Michael Nichols, unable to handle that serve. And McLaren will stand back again and redo it. 3-1 the score. Kemmerer in front. She runs up and lobs it over. It's dealt with by Nichols on the far side. And right into the net. Lauren Hinckley sends it, and another point for your Lady Rangers. They lead 4-1. McLaren again puts it over. They go far side to Nichols. And then just sent over by Reach, and that's in the back. And it drops in front of the yellow line. Good placement by Reach. She sent it over the Kemmerer defense, but still dropped it in for the point. Lovell gets the side out. They trail 4-2. Savage back to serve for the Lady Bulldogs. Standing serve that comes over. Tricky handle by Brunsky, but she does get it. And then sent over by Nielsen, but it's too far wide left. And another point for the Lady Bulldogs. Savage again to serve. Brunsky comes up. Set. And then over. Now Lovell comes cross court and trying to tip it above the net was Shaylee MacArthur, but she was unable to. Looked like she kind of had to backpedal a little bit. And a point for the Lady Rangers. It's 5-3. Kemmerer still in front. Set 2. Lovell winning the first set. 25-17 in this championship match. Nielsen gets it over, and it's mishandled on that far wing by Angie Hutzenbeiler. It actually rolls out of bounds. The doors open in the gym, and Nichols having to run out there and get the volleyball. It's actually raining out there, so that ball a little bit wet. They're going to change it out, or maybe wipe it off with the towel. 6-3 the score right now. Kemmerer leading in game 2. It's a best of 3, so Lovell, if they can come back and win, they would be your North Bighorn County tournament champions. They are the hosts as well, but Lady Rangers trying to force a decisive third game. First 2 games obviously played to 25, and then that final would be 15 if the Lady Rangers can force it. Kemmerer coming into this championship match. Beat Meeteetse for their first match win on Friday. They then lost to this very same Lovell team in straight sets. Defeated Gray Bull last night in a thriller, and then beat Rocky Mountain and Cody earlier today. Nielsen to serve. Lofts it over to the far side. It's gathered and sent over by Reese. She just sets it over. And trying to poke it is Kelly across. And she ends up hitting the top of the net. The score 6-4. Hinckley across. Back is Brunsky to get it. And just sent over. We've got a lift called, though, on the Lady Rangers. And Lovell picks up the point, and now just a point down. Hinckley again will serve. Picked up by Kroll. Now near side. Kelly, the lefty, sends it over, and it drops in the middle of the back for a point for the Lady Rangers. 7-5 the score. A sub coming in as Bailey Maggie replaces Lexi Julian for the Lady Rangers. Roxana Kelly back to serve. Line drive to the back. It's handled, though, by Nichols. And sent across, and it's down on the far line. Good shot by Emily Reich. She's been pretty accurate in this match, championship match, and she's brought the Bulldogs to within 1, 7-6. Ball goes across, and it's picked up in the front. Pollard sends it over, and Maggie kills it home in the back. Good shot by Bailey Maggie. 8-6 the score. Kemmerer will get the serve back as Kroll is ready. Lady Rangers on our left. Again, having some technical difficulties with the video. Ball sent across by Krall. Now Reish, and she sends it too long. And the Lady Rangers get the point. Nine to 6 the score. Lady Rangers in front in game 2, needing to win to force a game 3. That ball off the shoulders, and Lovell just keeping it alive and inbounds. They force it over the left side. Gregory sends it deep, and it's too far. Good work by Lovell to dig that ball out and come up with it. (10-6) Lady Rangers in front. Ball goes across by Reach. Brunsky comes up. Pollard sets it back in the middle for Gregory, and she lost her footing a little bit and hit the ball into the net. She looked to be off balance, trying to back up. She almost stumbled, and that caused for a miss hit. 11-8 the score, but I believe that's incorrect. I think Lovell a little bit closer. And now they've got it figured out. So Lovell's behind 9-8. That's the score, and they've got it figured. So ball in play, blocked, and then sent back across, and no one was in the back row for the Lady Rangers. They had all been sucked up close to the net. And good job by Sherry MacArthur. She took advantage of that and sent it to the back. And we're tied at 9. Reish again to serve. Just gets it over the net. Brunsky diving down, sends it into the net. And Pollard can't come up with it. And Lovell takes the lead, and Coach Peterson going to take a timeout, and so will we. Second game of this championship match, and Lovell has taken the lead. They need to win, the Lady Rangers do, to force that third set. We'll see if they can do that when we come back. You're listening to Lady Ranger Volleyball on mylocalradio.net.
First impressions matter. When you want to stand out, uniquely brand your business, organization, or team with help from Old West Design inside My Favorite Things at 164 Front Street. Create a professional image with uniforms, golf shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, decals, keychains, koozies, coffee mugs, and more. Manager Natalie Willie Lively and Old West Design help winners dress for success. Inside My Favorite Things, Old West Design, 164 Front Street, Evanston.
And we're back at Lovell Varsity High School as the Lovell Lady Bulldogs getting the point right there as it goes off the arm of Brunsky in the back. And the Lady Bulldogs, after being behind by 3 or 4, have now taken a 2-point lead, 11-9. As if they win this set, will win this tournament and win this match. Served over to McLaren. Pollard will set it up. Back far side, McLaren sends it across, and it's gathered up by MacArthur. That goes off the hands to the back, but saved by Krall, and then McLaren sends it over. Lovell sets it up. Now near side, they just tap it over. Brunsky down on the knees to save it. Pollard goes far, and it's too far for McLaren as she had to go out of her way to try and hit it, had to turn it into a bump. And she just sent it back across the net and didn't get it over. Score 12-9 in favor of Lovell. Reish still serving. A great serve there, but a better dig by Krall, and she can't come up with the next dig as it falls in front of her. Sherry MacArthur with a good hit. She's had some timely shots. And Lovell in front 13-9. And looking pretty good. Sent across by Reish. And Pollard tries to just tip it over. It came close to the net. And she's not able to get it over, and it's 14-9. Lady Bulldogs extending that lead. Reish again. Sends it over. It's gathered by Brunsky, and now McLaren sends it to the back, and that's too long. 15-9. And another timeout called by Coach Peterson. 15-9 the score. The Lady Rangers trailing the Lady Bulldogs. You're listening to Kemmer Volleyball on mylocalradio.net.
First impressions matter. When you want to stand out, uniquely brand your business, organization, or team with help from Old West Design inside My Favorite Things at 164 Front Street. Create a professional image with uniforms, golf shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, decals, keychains, koozies, coffee mugs, and more. Manager Natalie Willie Lively and Old West Design help winners dress for success. Inside My Favorite Things, Old West Design, 164 Front Street, Evanston.
Western Wyoming Community College is your choice for quality, affordable higher education in southwestern Wyoming and the Rocky Mountain West. Western offers more than 60 associate's degrees and 26 certificate programs in business, health science, humanities, math, engineering and science, visual and performing arts, and technology and industry. Wherever you are and whatever your goal, Western Wyoming Community College is your choice for education that makes a difference. Because we are where you are.
And we're back to live action. Another point for the Lovell Lady Bulldogs, and they've been on a roll ever since Emily Reich has been back serving. And they've really separated themselves in this second game. Just 9 points away from a match and championship victory. Sent over, and Lovell trying to get it back across. Tapped over, partially blocked, but picked up. And then sent over. Gregory has it blocked. She'll just fist it back over. MacArthur, and it drops on that far side. Bronsky trying to come up with it, and it's now 17-9. And the Lady Rangers still trying to get a side out, but they just can't do it. Lady Bulldogs playing well, closing in. Reich again, serves it across. Bronsky straight up in the air. Pollard comes over. She'll send it far side. McLaren. Set up by Reich, and miscommunication by the Bulldogs as MacArthur. Sisters run into each other, Shaylee and Sherry. So the Lady Rangers finally get the side out, and they trail by 7. Ball goes across, Reich deals with it. MacArthur sends it across to Nichols, and now set up in the air. Go back far side to Nielsen, and it drops in for a point. See if the Lady Rangers can make a run and come back. They dropped the opening game 25-17. Trailing 17-11 in game 2. Reich goes down to grab it. Now it's tapped over. And set up on that left side, and it drops in. Nielsen! Terrific job as she just poked it over. Back-to-back points for Nielsen, back-to-back points for Kemmer, and they're within 5. Bronsky will serve once again for the third time. Sends it back to Reich, who reaches out to her left, gets it. And then it's partially blocked still on the side of level. Reich just sets it over. Bronsky up to Pollard. Now McLaren, and it's into the net. McLaren not happy with herself. Just mishit that one. And 18-12, Lovell in front. Sherry MacArthur puts it across, but it doesn't get over the net, so a point for the Lady Rangers. A couple of subs, Lexi Julian and Rexana Kelly coming in for Bailey Maggie and Holland Pollard. Lexi Julian going back to serve. Runs up and sends it across. Right at Reich. Near side, blocked in front, and trying to keep it alive was Lauren Hinckley. She can't do it, though, and a point for the Lady Rangers. And they're slowly chipping away into this lead. Trailing by 4, 18-14. A must-win situation for the Lady Rangers. Ball goes across to Reich. MacArthur tries to tip it over, but it's pushed back by Nielsen. Now to the far side, Krall digs it up. And over to Nielsen, off the top of the net and down. Boy, Nielsen has been huge in these last couple of points. She's got 3 kills. And the Lady Rangers within 3. 18-15. Lexi Julian to serve once again. Ball gets over. Reish down on her knees to save it. MacArthur goes backside. Oh, a great dig out there by Brunsky to keep it alive. And it's sent over. Kept up by Reish. Now Nielsen. Back to Nielsen. She's been hot. She gets another one. Partially deflected to the right. And Nielsen going crazy out there. She gets another point for the Lady Rangers, and they're within 2. Timeout called by the Lady Bulldogs. Nielsen and the Lady Rangers coming back. They trail 18-16 in this second game of the championship match. You're listening to Lady Ranger Volleyball on mylocalradio.net.
There's an organization in southeast Idaho whose wildlife conservation efforts have been commended by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and the North American Moose Foundation. Who is this organization? It's Monsanto. While Monsanto is honored by the recognition they receive, their ongoing dedication to the environment is its own reward for all of us. Monsanto. Imagine.
Western Wyoming Community College is your choice for quality, affordable higher education in southwestern Wyoming and the Rocky Mountain West. Western offers more than 60 associate's degrees and 26 certificate programs in business, health science, humanities, math, engineering and science, visual and performing arts, and technology and industry. Wherever you are and whatever your goal, Western Wyoming Community College is your choice for education that makes a difference. Because we are where you are.
And we're back to Lovell Varsity High School. Points scored by the Lady Rangers out of the timeout. And they've pulled to within 1. Lexi Julian still serving for Kemmerer as she gets it across. Lovell trying to get that side out. It's partially blocked. And looked like she touched the net. One of the Lady Rangers touched the net. May have been McLaren. And the lead back to 2. 19-17 Lovell. They win this game, they win this match, and they win the championship here at this North Bighorn County Volleyball Tournament. Julian goes far side. Nielsen's been great, and she gets another kill. Nielsen has been terrific for the Lady Rangers in this game. And she pulls them to within 1. 19-18. Bulldogs in front. McLaren sends it over. Coming to her left is Nichols to play it. They'll go to Reish. Reish hits it back. Brunsky skies it in the air. And a lift called on the Lady Rangers. So a 2-point lead for Lovell. They're within 5 points of a victory. Kemmerer has closed the gap, but they still trail by 2. Ball is sent over. Krall. Right down to Nielsen. Blocked right back at her. Nielsen still gets it over, but it's a lift call. And Nielsen, a good effort to get that across. They finally stopped her. She had been terrific. Now a 3-point lead for Lovell. Savage sends it over. Krall up in the air. Julian, she'll go back to Krall. She sets it, tries to go deep. And she forces a mistake by Savannah Savage, who was trying to decide what she wanted to do. She got caught in the middle. Looked like she was trying to decide if she wanted to bump that or set that up in the air. And the Lady Rangers will take the point. 21-19 is the score. Lovell still in front. Nielsen will send it across to the back row. Set up in the middle and set over. Ooh, a good location by Reish, but Julian is there. Great dive on the opposite side by Lovell to keep it alive. Back and forth volley. Krall, and she sends it into the net. Well, that was certainly a well-earned point by the Bulldogs. A couple of nice plays, capped by a beautiful dig by Michael Nichols. And a 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. 22-19 as the serve goes across on that far wing to Krall. to Julian. Back to Kroll, and it's down for the Lady Rangers. And they pulled it within 2. Julian will come out as Bailey Maggie steps in. Roxana Kelly, the lefty, will put it in play. She goes opposite court. Good save, and up for Reese, who just taps it over. Kelly comes flying in, though. It's just bumped over by Gregory, and now Lovell will set it up. Reese tries to tap it across, partially blocked, but a net touch by Maggie. And Lovell takes that 3-point lead, needing just 2 points to win. 23-20. MacArthur sends it over. And it's sent across by Brunsky. Up to MacArthur on the left. And staying with it is Kroll. She'll just bump it back over and now reset for Lovell. Lovell comes near side to Mackay Nettles. And she finishes across. And now 3 set opportunities, 3 match opportunities, 3 championship opportunities. Say it however you want. The Lovell Lady Bulldogs are 1 point away. They lead 24-20. They already won the first game 25-17. And trying to take home this championship at the North Bighorn County Tournament. Ball in play. Fielded, and Pollard will send it across. Gregory has it partially blocked, kept alive, but it's going to drop on the Lovell side. And the Rangers still in it, trailing 24-21. Michaela Kroll will go back to serve for the Lady Rangers. She'll bring it up and run it up. It's bumped up in the air by MacArthur. Coming near side, a little mishap, so they'll just send it over, and now the Lady Rangers set it up. Pollard, false side. McLaren has it blocked, kept alive, though, by Gregory. They'll go back to McLaren, and she sends it into the net, and that's going to wrap up this tournament. Lovell takes the crown over the Orr-Kemmerer Lady Rangers for the North Bighorn County Tournament Championship as they win 25-17 and then 25-21 in that second set to complete the sweep of the Rangers as the teams shake hands at the net. A good fight by the Lady Rangers, coming up just a little bit short, and certainly a deserving victory for Coach Stormy Jamieson and the Lovell Lady Bulldogs. They've been good all tournament long. We're going to come back after this break and wrap up the Lady Rangers postgame show. We'll talk with Coach Blake Peterson, get his thoughts on this tournament and this game, along with this match. And we'll do that coming up next. The Lady Rangers fall just a little bit short as Lovell comes up with the championship on their home floor in front of their home fans. You're listening to Kemmerer Volleyball on mylocalradio.net.
There's an organization in southeast Idaho whose wildlife conservation efforts have been commended by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and the North American Moose Foundation. Who is this organization? It's Monsanto. While Monsanto is honored by the recognition they receive, their ongoing dedication to the environment is its own reward for all of us. Monsanto. Imagine.
First impressions matter. When you want to stand out, uniquely brand your business, organization, or team with help from Old West Design inside My Favorite Things at 164 Front Street. Create a professional image with uniforms, golf shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, decals, keychains, koozies, coffee mugs, and more. Manager Natalie Willie Lively and Old West Design help winners dress for success. Inside My Favorite Things, Old West Design, 164 Front Street, Evanston.
There's an organization in southeast Idaho whose wildlife conservation efforts have been commended by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and the North American Moose Foundation. Who is this organization? It's Monsanto. While Monsanto is honored by the recognition they receive, their ongoing dedication to the environment is its own reward for all of us. Monsanto. Imagine.
First impressions matter. When you want to stand out, uniquely brand your business, organization, or team with help from Old West Design inside My Favorite Things at 164 Front Street. Create a professional image with uniforms, golf shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, decals, keychains, koozies, coffee mugs, and more. Manager Natalie Willie Lively and Old West Design help winners dress for success. Inside My Favorite Things, Old West Design, 164 Front Street, Evanston.
There's an organization in southeast Idaho whose wildlife conservation efforts have been commended by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and the North American Moose Foundation. Who is this organization? It's Monsanto. While Monsanto is honored by the recognition they receive, their ongoing dedication to the environment is its own reward for all of us. Monsanto. Imagine.
First impressions matter. When you want to stand out, uniquely brand your business, organization, or team with help from Old West Design inside My Favorite Things at 164 Front Street. Create a professional image with uniforms, golf shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, decals, keychains, koozies, coffee mugs, and more. Manager Natalie Willie Lively and Old West Design help winners dress for success. Inside My Favorite Things, Old West Design, 164 Front Street, Evanston.
There's an organization in southeast Idaho whose wildlife conservation efforts have been commended by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and the North American Moose Foundation. Who is this organization? It's Monsanto. While Monsanto is honored by the recognition they receive, their ongoing dedication to the environment is its own reward for all of us. Monsanto. Imagine.
Well, a tough way to end what was a pretty good tournament for the Kemmerer Lady Rangers as they fall in the championship match to the Lovell Lady Bulldogs, the team that had beat them yesterday and a team that looked the strongest, certainly from all the teams we watched. And they were once again strong in a 25-17, 25-21 win in the the two sets that they played. The Kemmerer Lady Rangers fought hard, and they really had a good tournament. They're only, again, 2 losses coming to Lovell. They took down Matitsi, and they took down pretty much the rest of the field as they beat Cody. They also beat Grable. They beat Rocky Mountain this morning, and they really played well. But you got to give credit to the Lovell Lady Bulldogs as they just were the better team, clearly, as they won both the matches. Not sure if Blake Peterson's going to head up. We're trying to get an interview with the head coach just to get his thoughts. We'll take one more break and come back and wrap up the post-game show. We'll see if Coach Peterson comes up as the Lady Rangers fall in the championship match to the Lovell Lady Bulldogs, 25-17, 25-21. You're listening to Kemmerer Volleyball on mylocalradio.net.
There's an organization in southeast Idaho whose wildlife conservation efforts have been commended by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and the North American Moose Foundation. Who is this organization? It's Monsanto. While Monsanto is honored by the recognition they receive, their ongoing dedication to the environment is its own reward for all of us. Monsanto. Imagine.
First impressions matter. When you want to stand out, uniquely brand your business, organization, or team with help from Old West Design inside My Favorite Things at 164 Front Street. Create a professional image with uniforms, golf shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, decals, keychains, koozies, coffee mugs, and more. Manager Natalie Willie Lively and Old West Design help winners dress for success. Inside My Favorite Things, Old West Design, 164 Front Street, Evanston.
There's an organization in southeast Idaho whose wildlife conservation efforts have been commended by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and the North American Moose Foundation. Who is this organization? It's Monsanto. While Monsanto is honored by the recognition they receive, their ongoing dedication to the environment is its own reward for all of us. Monsanto. Imagine.
And we're back for the final time at the North Bighorn County Volleyball Tournament in Lovell Varsity High School at Johnny Winterhaller Gymnasium. Adam Jackson with you on mylocalradio.net. And we're going to talk with the head coach of the Kenmore Lady Rangers after a tough loss in the championship match, as the Lady Rangers were just unable to defeat Lovell as they dropped 2 sets today, 25-17 and 25-21. And now joining us is the head coach, Blake Peterson. And Coach, just give us your thoughts on that match against Lovell.
Oh boy, so I have a lot of thoughts going through my mind. I was really excited about how our girls competed. I think that they've improved since yesterday too. But when we played them yesterday, we were competitive and we fought, but the difference for me between yesterday and today is huge. Especially that first game, they were kind of throwing some punches at us. We kind of hung with them a little bit, but the second game, I felt like we were kind of throwing punches back a little bit, and that was good for us to see. It was really encouraging for us. You never like to lose, but I think this is a really, really good learning experience for us. I think Lovell will be a good team in 3A this year. One of the top, 5-6 teams. I'm not sure where they'll stay, but it was good for us to see that we can be competitive with them, and know that we can be competitive with anyone in 2A for sure.
Obviously not the way you want to finish the weekend, but there are a lot of positives to take out of the weekend. You win 4 matches, you lose 2 to Lovell, but what were you most impressed with your team throughout these 2 days?
I'd say just the match-to-match improvement. I think we played better every match. We upped our level of play, and they're getting more comfortable with each other. They learn. It's such a mental game. For some of them especially, it's a process for them to let go of mistakes. And I saw some encouraging signs with that. Girls who in the past maybe hold on to a little bit longer than they should, and I saw a lot of good signs of that today of the girls having a short memory.
Did any one of the individuals stand out to you that you really thought really improved this weekend through these 2 days?
Oh boy, they all did. I can't pick out any one, but we our setters they definitely improved. Our hitters they were becoming more confident. We had some better back row play, some good digs, some pretty scrappy defense. So I was pretty pleased to see that.
We're talking with the head coach of the Lady Ranger volleyball team, Blake Peterson, after a tough loss in the championship match. But obviously, Coach, you got to be happy that your team was able to get to this championship match.
Oh, for sure. And that's, this tournament we come to the last few years, and it's a way for us to kind of gauge and see where we're at. And I think the girls have a better understanding of their potential for the year.
All right, so you guys are going to play, I believe, next week, and then 2 more matches on the weekend, if I'm correct. What's something that you would like to see your team improve on going into next week? Maybe something you can work on practice this week.
Oh boy,
a lot probably. Huh?
Yeah, beginning of the season there's a lot to work on, but we'll definitely work on our overall defense as far as how to read our hitters with our blockers. Our blockers weren't in the right spot all the time. They did some great things, but they were often out of position. So we got to focus on that. And once we get our blockers where they need to be, then our back row can better read the hitters, through and around the block. I think communication is still big for us. It's one of our goals for the year, but we need to make sure we continually focus on that. And then just fine-tuning our offense. For a lot of these girls, it's the first time they've played either very little or no varsity at all, so it's the first time for them. So we need to fine-tune our offense just with timing, just with steps, just with positions on the court, things like that.
Sounds like you're spoken like a true coach. A lot to work on, even though the Lady Rangers did play some pretty good volleyball this weekend. Coach Peterson, safe travels back to Kemmerer, and thank you so much for joining us.
And thank you, Adam.
That was the head coach of your Lady Rangers, Blake Peterson, as Kemmerer falls just short of a championship at this tournament, at the North Bighorn County Volleyball Tournament. That's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for joining us all weekend long. As we said, we'll be back next week for the Kemmerer Rangers as they will compete during the week in volleyball, and then they have 2 more matches on Saturday. We'll get the times out to you as we will be back live on the air. Pre-game will be 15 minutes. Also, don't forget, the opening season for football starts next Friday at Rawlins, so we'll be on the call for that as well, as your Kemmerer Rangers, they came close to beating Rawlins last year. They're going to open on the road this year, and it's going to be next Friday. So that'll be exciting. An exciting week upcoming for volleyball, for football, and for all the athletics going on. Girls swimming right now, co-ed golf as well. And make sure you catch the Coaches Show every day, 3 o'clock, Monday through Friday. That'll be on 98.3. And we certainly hope that you can tune in for all of the action coming up. But so far, that's going to wrap it up for this Lady Ranger postgame show. And that's going to wrap it up for the North Bighorn County Volleyball Tournament. Kemmerer goes 4-2. They fall in the championship game to Lovell, who beats them both times. Congratulations to the Lady Bulldogs, but also congratulations to the Lady Rangers as they fought hard. And a very big step for a young team. They're going to be fun to watch all season long under Coach Peterson. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Old West Media Incorporated and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used to rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights holders. Once again, our final tonight from Lovell High School. The Lovell Lady Bulldogs take home the North Bighorn County Championship 25-17, 25-21. Make sure to join us next week for more Kemmerer Ranger volleyball and also for some Kemmerer Ranger football. Special thanks to Val Cook and everybody back at Cook Brothers Broadcasting for making this broadcast possible. Thanks to my cameraman that's sitting to my left, Mr. Warren Cook. Until next time, I'm Adam Jackson saying good night and goodbye from Lovell Varsity High School.
You have been watching Kemmerer Lady Rangers Volleyball live on MyLocalRadio.net. Today's match was brought to you by Monsanto, Old West Design, Western Wyoming Community College, and Old West Media Inc. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you next time for more Kemmerer Lady Ranger Volleyball on MyLocalRadio.net.